to y'all. I've not been active on my YouTube, as I said, and now I reached the point of 1 month of inactivity. I said that I will be back, but here's the thing. During this time, I thought a lot, I learned a lot, and I tried to find out more things about myself. And one thing that came clear to me is that I'm not ready for YouTube to be my priority. I feel like I can give you guys some value, but I can only have so many as I absorb. And my capacity of finding the right things and the right lessons from all of the podcasts that I listen to, well, it's not that high. And I believe I have a different purpose than doing YouTube videos. Of course, I'll try to continue these. Maybe I won't make that of a serious ones. Maybe just the weekly review where I simply tell you guys what I want. Maybe that will be the future. But the organized ones, such as the podcast reviews, these take up a lot of time of mine, and I cannot even completely resolve or look into what I'm learning about and what I'm showing to you, teaching to you. I've also come up with a new project of mine, which is writing a book. It'll be more about my thoughts and will be more on the philosophical side than a fantasy side. It won't be non-fiction book. On the last video, I said that I will be leaving you with a message on this next video that would be revolutionizing in some shape or form. Throughout this entire month, I've been, as I said, reflecting and self-analyzing. And one, and probably the most important thing, and the message that I want to spread with all of you, is that when you choose the main priority in your life, it cannot be something that doesn't truly matter. It should be something for which you would wish, even in those dark night hours when you wake up just randomly. For me personally, it is something that brings me peace and happiness, which is understanding myself, trying to understand the world, and doing things because I want them to be done, and not because I'm seeking for some sort of result. I'm taking ownership of my life. I'm choosing myself over many videos on YouTube. I will be continuing collecting all of that wisdom. I'll share as much as I can with you. All of this won't be the easiest, but it is something that I believe is the right thing to do for me.
Time flies by very fast, and we must take ownership of our lives as early as possible. By forcing myself to being very active on YouTube and to just try to provide as much value as possible, I was limiting myself in other aspects. And by forcing all of that on myself, what I did is that I wasn't able to fully examine all of the value that I was providing, and I wasn't able to verify all of the sources which I was citing. And one very interesting thing after the last video that I made and when I began this pause was that I paused all of my thinking. And I didn't really have an opinion on anything. And I sensed that it was very hard for me to provide value in conversations with other people, because all I was doing was absorbing and neglecting everything that I have learned so far. I believe that sometimes such a reset is very valuable, but make sure to not overdo it. And doing this change of belief, which is a very long process, which will affect your behavior, of course, as well, for which you need to find the right exposure for the right amount of time. It is crucial to forget that it's not the endpoint for which you are seeking, but rather you're trying to change you at the present moment by small increments till you reach your own version, which you feel like it's the one. It is also very important to mention that we can never fully learn ourselves. We can confuse ourselves in a way where we believe that we found out everything that we need about who we are. But this will be just a once, right now, a feeling that is only present right now because of our neglect of our dark sides, which we don't see. By dark sides, I mean the empty ones. All of the space that is unknown to us. And one day we'll find more about all of that. We'll enter again the square number 1, where we don't know who we are, why are we here, and what should we do. Life is a long process which we all must figure out. And we shouldn't suffer throughout it. We should be able to choose what to do. But remember that by neglecting our physical health for some instant gratification is not the right answer. And that even though the present moment is the most important one, looking out for our future and applying all sorts of discipline in our lives will make the next present moment sweeter. It is crucial to find a balance between the side of our lives where we can just be happy, not deal with anything. And the other side, where we must work and push ourselves. After all, we all have free will. Our brain is not controlled yet by some external factors, even though in one way you could argue that it is. But we can always choose by ourselves what we want to do. Of course, the consequences will follow, and they might be good or bad. I want to finish all of this video with that. Thank you for watching this weekly review number 21. I'm sorry for taking all of that time to upload this, to make this. I believe that the choice that I'm making is the best one. I will read any comments if you guys have any. I'll reply to them, and I'll see you sometime next. Not sure when, but as always, I'll bring value every single time. As for my book, which I said that I will be writing, I release it in 200 days. If it'll be worth it, I'll read it myself, provide you a free online version, and after each chapter, I will be doing a YouTube video where I talk a little more in depth, maybe give you some topics which you could apply in your own life. I will be doing that with a specific link with YouTube, of course, for free. If you don't want to read, or if you want to get to know more of my thoughts about a certain chapter. That will be it.